Happy Sunday, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Rivals of Waterdeep. Today is Chicago Pride.
Yeah.
Yes. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Proud to be a Chicagoan.
You might notice that we have two players out today, Carlos Luna and Brandon Dennis.
Yes.
Dennis.
You did it.
I did it. I almost said Stenson.
Well, he would probably respond to that right now because I think he's inebriated.
Because he is at Pride.
Yes. He is very proud right now.
He's very proud.
Hiccup.
To get us started, let's go around the table and introduce ourselves, our pronouns, and our characters' names. I'm great at intros.
Yes, we will introduce us. This is us. And I'm Sharif Jackson. I play Shaka, Tiefling Warlock, and both of our pronouns are he, him.
Hi, I'm Tanya. I play Solis Astario, your ever grumpy and often bewildered paladin, who's a human most days. Pronouns are she, her. Clearly, we have a case of the giggles today. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's my turn. Hey, guys. I am Cicero Holmes, and I play Peron Underbow, your halfling bard. Both Peron and I's pronouns are he, him.
And I'm the DM, Serena Marie. My preferred pronouns are she, her. And as always, our show is sponsored by D&D Beyond. Tanya, what's D&D Beyond?
D&D Beyond is how we manage our character sheets, all of our inventory, all the cool things we get to do, and it's how we run our campaign, basically. Notice there are no books on our table. We could have books, but there's only so much space.
Yeah.
So if you too would like to use D&D Beyond, you can use the code RIVALS19, all in caps, and save 20% off except for bundles.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah.
And also our fancy dice.
Yes, our fancy dice.
You should talk about our fancy dice.
Look at us passing the baton.
So we each have a dice tray with some cool dice in it, and also I got some other dice.
I don't know if they can see
I don't know
that.
if you can see it, but it's it's Indian rosewood and obsidian.
Where are those dice from?
They are from Level Up Dice.
Level up dice, you said.
Level Up
Yes.
Dice. I have leveled up.
Oh,
We have all
really?
leveled up.
Yes.
Yes.
With
Yes.
the Diceomancy program, right?
Yes,
Yes.
with the Diceomancy program. So we have been tweeting out links to this program, and if you click on our link, then it'll help to get us points so that we can level up as well. It shows appreciation to the show and to Level Up Dice. So make sure to support us there.
Yes, and as you can see, I've got a level up dice problem.
Most level up dice.
I don't know if Raphael's watching, but this is entirely his fault. Raphael Bokamatsu of Take This. This is your fault, sir. Both for Wormwood and level up dice.
Yes. Love our dice. Love our dice trays from Wormwood.
Yes. Or our dice vaults. Our dice trays are
Dice
en
vaults.
route.
Yes.
Yes.
Dice vaults. I'm still a newbie, so
yes,
I don't get the
vaults.
terminology
My fault.
Me neither.
correct.
I'm like,
My
wood
fault.
thing, container.
Yes.
I think I said tray as well. Vault.
Lord.
Y'all. So are we ready to do a recap?
Oh,
Yeah.
let's
Always.
recap
Just
the
recap
recaps.
it in. Okay, so previously on Rivals of Waterdeep. What happened?
Too
So
much.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much happened.
All right, let's get into it, huh?
Yeah, let's get into it.
I was a doll.
Yeah. So
mean-
so Shaka was an action figure. He was like, he was very posable, very wooden and very posable.
You were essentially the Shaka version of those drawing dolls.
Oh, sweet.
You know, like,
Yes.
I was definitely thinking more Pinocchio. I was thinking more like the animated cartoon Pinocchio is what I was thinking.
Yeah, there were no strings.
No?
No
There were
strings.
But you had like ball joints and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, a life-size
Were his
ball.
fingers opposable?
Ooh, interesting question. Now I would say yes.
Okay.
I would say that they were like, they had that articulation.
The articulation.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You were
I think so.
a high-priced action figure.
I think so because
action
Dirty D was playing. I was like playing chess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Playing
right.
chess
Yes,
with him,
yes.
so I
Playing
had
chess
to.
with Dirty D.
I had to
that's
be able
true.
manipulate those pieces.
Right.
That is correct. That is correct.
And you turned into a doll after the creepiest doll, in my opinion, used command on you, walked you over, and just started turning you into wood.
Yeah, thank you for failing on my saving
I
throws.
truly, so I was like, all
Absolutely,
right,
as I
well,
would.
let me roll this twice and we'll see. And it was so low. And I was like, well, I tried, Shaka. I truly did.
So Peron had a problem. Like
Perrin got dark, didn't you?
Yeah. Peron often gets dark
Yes.
sometimes, but Peron I think he was kind of taken aback by the fact that he was scared in the previous episode while praying next to the praying doll.
You were compelled.
Peron was compelled to pray. And because he was so frightened, he decided to go to the deep end, and he said that he told the dolls that they should fear him now, and he disintegrated them.
Right.
Yeah.
You hit the robed one so hard due to both you and Solis's damage.
Right.
That you destroyed the soul coin inside of it.
Yes.
Yeah. And what was your PU again?
So he was bow down to the Prince of the Underlord. Of the Underworld. Yes.
Yeah, it's
Prince of
pretty
the
good.
Underworld. That's terrifying.
Very good.
Also kind of a big claim.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
With a paladin in your party. to
Yeah.
boot.
Yeah. Well, sometimes drastic measures must be taken.
It's like the North. Solis will remember that.
Speaking of Solis, you really I remember having the damage for the baddies, and you hit one of them for 74 points of damage.
It was just you just popped open. It was like when lightning hits a log.
Yeah.
Because it was one flame strike and then one searing smite, and basically it was lightning damage. It was just like a lightning bolt has struck this doll, and that's actually kind of creepy.
So good. Because it was the perfect storm. It was your lightning, it was smoldering, and then your final blow, and it just disintegrated. It was pretty epic.
It was dust.
It was dust. And then you all found the mirror.
Yes.
With a tiefling inside.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a prize in a cereal box, right?
That's a little creepy.
Whee!
And then I had to do the Field of Dreams catch to not let the vial shatter.
Yeah, well, that was after Peron,
was
of
pretty
course. Peron found it.
Oh, yeah,
he
Peron
found the
was
vial.
stupid.
Yeah.
And Peron was going to, there was this gooey sap-like substance
Oh, yes.
within the vial, but also in the vial, inside the sap-like substance, was a figurine of a tiefling.
Yep.
And Peron decided to open it, and I think Peron was going to sniff the sap-like substance.
First mistake.
But once he opened the vial, he was immediately sucked in to inside the vial, but then inside the mirror with the tiefling. And then the vial fell on the ground, didn't shatter or anything because Peron was really close to the ground. But when, I guess, who had it? Rin had had it and was going to throw the vial into the mirror because he had intuited that is that a word? Intuited?
Oh, yeah.
Intuited, yes.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. Solis picked it up and got the stopper back in.
Yeah,
So
sure.
Right.
And just
That's
sucked the
right.
entire
Yes,
room
yes,
in.
first, yes.
and then I gave it to Rin because he was
Right.
the only magic user left.
Right.
And as we were all figuring out, Rin out of nowhere was like, we should check the library.
Yeah, that was pretty
Everyone was
good.
like, oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Books, learning.
yeah,
Yes.
and then I think he rolled a nat 20. I think.
did.
He did.
So he figured out he had to throw it, but
Yes.
But then he fumbled.
his throwing
Yes.
was,
Yes.
That throw was
Yes.
Not great.
He crit failed
And
on
then-
execution.
I tell you, talk about a great visual while watching a show. I imagine Rin fumbling something and Tanya the person diving to catch it. I just totally saw that in my head. For sure.
Oh my God! Someone please draw that.
Dreads flowing behind her.
I totally saw that in my
Like just throw the shield. Throw the sword.
yeah.
Go.
Yeah. So Solis caught it in, say hey, like just the best approximation of a wonderful baseball player that Solis is. And then Solis managed to succeed where Rin had failed in throwing the vial into the mirror.
What I liked about that was Solis, and she is not a very dexterous character, right?
Correct.
So Solis was like, got really, really close
She was
to
like,
the
I'll just
mirror.
walk up to it.
And I'm like imagining like you like power punching it
That's what I thought.
through, just so it like shatters at the same time.
Oh my God. Which is hilarious because I just spent most of the weekend playing Samurai Showdown.
Oh, yes.
Sweet.
And as that
Buddy Hansel.
as that magic broke out, topples Peron and a strange tiefling named Ophelia.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That with the F or PH?
PH.
PH.
Yeah. And what was her deal?
Ophelia is old.
Yeah.
Ophelia worked with Vadra. She came from Blackstaff Tower to come to Troll Skull Manor to figure out exactly who the bads are here. And had been gone for 10 years.
Yeah, she said that she had been trapped inside of the mirror for 10 years.
Yeah.
And the last thing she remembered was being like working with this man named, and now I understand why everyone was
everybody
confused.
thought it was Merrick from 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, everyone. 'Cause I was like, why are people so confused about this? But there is another NPC named Amirk, Amirk, who had the house, killed the owners of the house, and had been posing as the owner and letting her live there. Yeah.
Yeah, and she, I think she like fell in love, like she was studying like prophecies, and like I think he was one that was either his like prophecies were like coming true. I think so. She went there. I think she fell in love with him, or was something that I guess we might find out later.
She said he groomed her.
Yeah, and then
Hey now.
and then like she found out. I think she realized something was going on and tried to get away.
She was enraptured by Amirk.
Thank you.
In a very creepy way.
In a not
Yes.
very good way.
Yeah.
Kind of like how I said it. I mean,
Yeah, it's exactly how you said it.
In 2019, can anyone be enraptured in a charming way? Like that is just inherently, I think, a creepy word
enraptured.
for the 21st century. Like no one is enraptured with someone and has done it by their own volition, really. Like I feel like someone has manipulated you into being enraptured.
Enraptured.
Yes.
It just reminds me of BioShock.
Yes.
And then I'm like, everything is just bad.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, there you go.
Is Andrew Ryan an NPC?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Right. Is America Big Daddy?
Who knows? Big Daddy.
Hey now.
Anywho,
Perrin,
moving on.
would you kindly give me some gold? And yeah, so Ophelia, she needed some. I forgot what it was. She needed something.
She needed her belongings.
Yeah, and apparently her room was Duo's new office.
Yeah.
So all you guys went in there and just started tearing up the floor.
We found a false floor, right?
I think Dirty D, I think he nat 20'd or something crazy. He was just like
I
bashing.
just feel like it's the same type of adrenaline that you hear about when like a mom lifts a car to
Yes.
save her child.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the force he was going through in the room to save you.
Yeah, I kept hearing like the $6 million man. Like,
Yeah. I was imagining, if you guys remember the Street Fighter 2 arcade, there were these like interstitial bonus missions in between the fights. And one of them was whoever the character was punching a car, and you guys would just be punching the car and just destroying pieces of the car. And that's what I was imagining.
But what about the barrels, though?
There were barrels,
There was a barrel one where they
it was
fell
always like
down.
I always felt like I was E Honda when I had the barrels. Ooh, point. But that's a great visual.
That's amazing.
Is that your hunter hand slab?
Yes.
It's like a rub.
Yes.
Just a rub.
No, stop. No.
Anywho, so Ophelia was able to find her belongings thanks to the punching and
Yes.
So didn't Rin like punch through it?
yeah.
Or was it Dirty D that like punched it so hard?
Oh, yeah.
That's what
right.
it was.
Yeah,
Dirty
somebody
D punched
did
it
punch
so
it.
hard that he punched through the fake floor
Yes.
and the real floor underneath, and then everyone except for Peron.
Yes.
Peron is like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Worked to peel back the floorboards, and Ophelia received all of her belongings that she had stowed away, and ran to Shaka's room and did a spell. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the show ended with me gasping. It was totally like it was like a TV cliffhanger. It was like and then it went to credits.
Yep.
And it was pretty good.
Black, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And part of the spell, if you remember, she needed someone to
Oh yeah, their blood or something.
blood
life
magic.
energy.
it was
was like life energy,
magic.
kind of?
It
Was
wasn't
magic that
wasn't-
involved blood?
It didn't involve
I think she
blood.
said life energy. I
But
think.
it was
Life
life
energy.
energy.
Yeah.
She needed
Close enough.
something from Robbie, and on Robbie's arm was a creeping rooted. It looked like almost like a tattoo had been seared into his arm. So, are you ready to dive in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh wait! Actually, one
more thing?
One more thing.
Yes.
So Rin, somehow made up that he had two daughters.
Yes, that
Yes.
is true.
He told Leaf. Like,
Yeah, like he told Leaf he had two daughters, and
Yes.
then Leaf said he also had daughters that he forgot about because he got old.
Well, they didn't forget about them. They just got older.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
died because he's a ghost.
They just got old. And then I think he told us that too. Or
Well, he said it to someone.
Well,
while
I was
we
a
were-
doll,
while-
but
while we were
So
around, yes.
I just wanted to bring that up because that was pretty hilarious.
Yes.
Was it like Rebecca and Elizabeth?
Yes,
Was that, or
yes,
was it, yeah.
yes.
Oh, I forgot he
Rebecca and
named them.
Elizabeth,
Wow.
Yeah, Rebecca.
Yeah, because apparently from two episodes ago, he like overslept because he was partying with Foxborn
Yes.
and Gary too.
Yep.
So yeah, just wanted to mention that because that was I couldn't stop laughing when I was watching the video.
I like that he just panic lies.
Yeah.
Like, Rin just
It was
like,
a panic lie for sure. Yeah, it was a panic lie.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was
All
great.
right. All right. Let's dive in, yeah?
Yeah.
It has been 2 weeks. 2 weeks since the incident in the library and the meat room that has since been boarded up by Duo. And 2 weeks since Shaka was reanimated by the help of Ophelia's magic and Robbie's sacrifice. The magic left a blackened root mark on Robbie's arm. No matter how hard he scrubbed it, no matter what they tried, the mark seemed permanent. Duo told Robbie about a healer just outside Waterdeep, not wanting him to go alone, and to make sure his son Gary too had a well-rounded education. Rin decided to go with him. Ophelia has decided to stay at the inn while she retrieves her memories about the house that seemed just out of her reach. So, because we did a time jump, I'm going to ask all of you, in 2 weeks, in a seemingly quiet 2 weeks, what do you think that your character has been up to? We'll start with you, Sharif.
Do I remember? So one character question. Mm-hmm. When I was the doll, do I remember? Was I conscious? So do I know what happened?
Yeah, so you, as you were a doll, it felt like you were looking out a window. You didn't have control of your body.
I was in a sunken place.
Yeah,
Oh, sweet.
kinda,
Nice.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So you were aware, but there was nothing that you can do about it, and you were trying to speak and trying to move your limbs, but it was just like you were watching a movie.
Oh, get out. Okay. So I'll say that Shaka, at first, he thought that it was kind of a joke when Ren was saying that you have to clean. Mm-hmm. But Shaka's kind of taken to it. Like, he's kind of like, I want to help Duo and Robbie make this place actually seem cool. So I think I've been like going out and purchasing cleaning stuff and actually like coming up with a plan to do this whole spot, because I know that I don't think anyone else is going to help me. I mean, they might, but I'm going to do it myself, this whole huge manor.
Okay.
So I've been kind of like, I have like, I've been using my like map skills to kind of map out the whole manor and like try to make like a schedule, like on this day I'll do this, on this day I'll do this.
Okay.
And kind of planning out the best way. So in doing that, I'm like visiting different areas of the manor and like trying to see the level of squalor that they're in.
So let's see that. So it is like a sunny Wednesday afternoon.
Okay.
You and Duo are in the main room where the dining room table is, but instead of a dining room table, it is a large section of parchment, and Duo is trying to recreate what he believes is the layout of the house. So he's dictating to you the layout,
Okay.
and you're drawing it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so there's this room next to the kitchen that's like a cupboard room.
Okay.
Yeah. That's where we can keep all your cleaning supplies if you want to keep them there.
Okay. Do you have any cleaning supplies? Any extra ones, by the way?
So before you got here, Robbie and I, we were trying to make our own cleaning supplies because he's like a druid and stuff. And like, I figure ghosts like dirty things. So we were just like smushing together some herbs outside.
Okay.
And like mushing them with the hose and stuff.
Okay. Great. Druid chemist. Okay. Well, I don't know if I can do this on my own, but I do want to really help y'all get this place clean. So what would you say is the dirtiest?
Oh, the dirtiest room?
Place? Yes.
Oh, it has to be the room where I just like have been throwing stuff inside of it. Like, because I wanted it to be nice before you guys got here, so I have like a junk room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where is it?
It's in the...
I'll mark it on our map here.
And Duo is pointing down into like where the kitchen is. It's like, okay, it's like in there, but it's downstairs.
Okay.
From there.
Not near that library though.
No.
That was upstairs.
No,
okay.
it's like a cellar area.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've been throwing stuff
down. I just been
throwing it down the stairs.
Honestly, just throwing it down the stairs. Yeah, I just opened the door and I'm just like just pushing it down there. So I don't even know what's all down there.
So you haven't been down there. Okay.
Nuh-uh.
All right. Well, I will. I might need some help with that. I might need a flashlight, and because there's probably a lot of bad stuff down there. Yeah, I'll need a flashlight.
Yeah. I get it. A flashy light for
a flashy light. Yes.
Yeah.
I like
yes, a light that flashes. AKA casting.
Do you
want
to go down there now?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's head down there.
So as you and Duo head to this through the kitchen, open what looks like a pantry door that leads down. You see it lined with it's just blankets, some chairs. That's what you can see in the doorway. The rest looks dark. I'm gonna jump now to Solis.
Okay.
What have you been up to?
Solis has been trying to kind of get herself together because the whole weird doll thing slightly traumatized her.
Yeah.
Because even though Peron annoys her, it did rattle her a little bit to see him legit scared. And she's been like in her own subtle way trying to like kind of keep an eye on Peron out of actual concern. She's not going to smite him yet. Yes. But she's also been trying to commune with this ring. And she hasn't yet told anyone about the ring. And she did notice kind of like weird looks, especially if she does this suddenly.
Because every now and then, like you're having dinner or something, and the ring just like wants your attention.
Yeah, and it's like, can I eat in peace?
Tell me about your day.
It's like, I'm eating around other people. They can't hear you. They're going to think something's wrong with me.
And I'm lonely.
You're lonely hanging around my neck. Okay. But like for the last 5 days, suddenly the ring is like clammed up on her. Mm-hmm. And she's also been exploring the house, and she found a space not where the junk room is, but like this spot that's hers, and she seems to be the only one who can find it. So it's like her spot to like be left alone. Because whenever she's in a room, no one ever lets her have any peace.
Right. And so as you were exploring the house, you wander into the tavern area, and you notice one that it is such a quiet place in itself. It's old, it's dusty, but under in the tavern area there is where they would keep large like casks of hello phone.
Turn that off. Sorry, everyone.
Where they would keep supplies and tools and other like casks of wine that just need to be out of light. And so you found this place through the tavern, essentially, that you've kind of made into a little private workshop, would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're trying to listen to the ring, or how does that work?
So Solis likes to work on things before her adventuring days and before losing Mal. And so she would like make like little things because she found like a functioning lathe and like scraps of wood. And so she would just like sit down and whittle things and just kind of like try to clear her mind in case the ring felt like talking to her. And sometimes she would just sit there and like kind of touch the ring and be like, "Hey, you there?" And the ring just was like, "Nah, nothing." So she can't quite figure out what the ring is trying to do or try to convey, because she keeps trying to remember what it told her about doing the right thing, and she's even a little frustrated because she's like, "What did I do? Like did I not talk to you at the right time?" So she's just she's wondering like what it is to make the ring either talk to her again, or did she learn the lesson the ring wanted to convey? And like, why did the ring start talking to her?
Okay, so as you are sitting at the workshop, I can imagine that you have the ring on your workbench, and you are staring at it and trying to figure out what to do. And you remember what the ring told you about how items have a spirit or a type of magic to them. Every thing has energy based on the previous owner or how it was crafted. So you are concentrating so hard and trying to tune in and channel this energy to connect. And when you remember that this ring is a part of me. It uses my energy. I've imbued this ring, and you are staring at it, and like a glowing, warm yellow light starts to form around your hands that are encircling the ring. And for the first time, you feel connected to objects, to things. Like you have a flash of everything does have a heartbeat around you. And I'm going to let you take one level of Artificer.
Ooh, sweet.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when the glow starts, does the ring finally like go, "Aha, you got it"?
It goes,
Oh, so you were playing sick on me, huh?
what?
Don't what me. You're part of me.
I am a part of you.
So
But I couldn't tell you.
Why not? We could have saved ourselves 5 days here, Ring.
No, then you wouldn't have been here. You wouldn't have tried, would you?
But you're the one that stopped talking to me.
Well, yeah. Well, sometimes you say you need alone time. Maybe I just needed alone time too, if I'm a part of you.
I'm just imagining the look, like if the ring had like eyes and a mouth, it'd be going,
Yeah.
All right. I want to tell the others about you, but it's weird because no one can hear you but me, and they're going to think there's something wrong with me.
Well, they're your friends. They won't think anything's wrong with you. And
Yes,
plus,
they
I'm
will.
really cool. You can tell them messages from me.
All right. Maybe at dinner I'll tell them about you.
You will? You'll tell them about me?
Sure. And just see what happens. Well, not literally see your ring. But I'll tell them about you at dinner. Just don't make me out to be a liar.
I would never.
Well, if you just sit in my hand and don't do anything, they're gonna think I've fallen off a cliff, shall we say.
Okay, well, how about this? We'll come up with a signal, right? So, like, you tell me what you want me to do at a certain time. So, like, do you want me to, like, tip or roll?
Jump out of my hand, I don't know, or light up.
Light up? Okay.
Do you
Maybe I
not
could
like lighting up?
The only time I lit up is when you lit me up. I can't light up by myself. Well, I can, but only you can see me.
Okay. Just like move in my hand or something.
Ooh, put me on the table.
Okay.
It'll be you just put me on the table. I'll take it from here.
All right.
And now we're gonna jump to Peron. What have you been up to for the last 2 weeks?
Well, Peron has been deep in thought, and so again, so Peron's been kind of shaken by being frightened, and he felt some things and kind of heard some things when he was in that trance and he was sitting there praying, and it shook him to the core.
Yeah.
So he's been taking some time to contemplate what all of that meant, and also when he talked to Leaf talked about how Troll Skull Manor was a place that was the happening place in the northern part of Waterdeep. So, and Peron endeavored to make it one of the happening joints again.
Yeah.
So in a way to kind of distract himself, Peron has kind of been preparing a set to reopen Troll Skull Manor, and also canvassing the neighborhood to let people know. So there were two things that Peron was doing. And when we first got to Troll Skull Manor, Peron went up to the rooftop to kind of survey the scene. So he's been returning to the rooftop and just kind of sitting up there by himself, looking out and scouting where he's going to go to speak to people, but also taking that time to think about what has happened, what he should do now, and where he's going in the future in like an existential way.
So I imagine the scene is you are sitting on the roof where you had been before, and you're gazing out at the sky line of Waterdeep. And next to you, you hear a, hey, what's up?
Well, hello, Leaf. How are you?
Oh, this is a beautiful view. My gosh. Yeah, I can see everything. Oh, that's my tavern right there. You can see it? You see it?
Well, yes, that's exactly. It's kind of the reason that I'm up here, is to see who we can get to perhaps revisit the tavern.
Oh, like you're gonna invite your friends to my tavern?
For a performance previously unheard
That's amazing.
by the one and only Peron Underbow.
I knew I had a good feeling about you when I met you. A lot of people, they say that they're gonna do something, but they maybe not follow through. But you actually want to make my tavern a good place.
Precisely. Peron Underbow is, if he is anything, he is a man of his word, or a halfling of his word.
That's awesome. Do you want to help me like clean it up and decorate it too? Or are you just talent booking? Or that's like totally fine if you are. I can talk to. I've only talked to 2 of you so far, so.
Well,
He's a writer.
Yeah.
well, generally speaking, Peron Underbow does not take into manual labor. He has an unseen servant for that. Mm-hmm. If you would like, I could perhaps use my permanent underling to help you.
That'd be awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just, it like breaks my heart how much it's fallen, you know?
Well, sometimes things fall so that they can rise anew.
That's profound. Yeah, wow. Oof, my mind is just blown right now.
There are sometimes Peron is full of profound undulations.
The word undulations is just like not a good word though, right?
No, well,
No.
it's kind of like it's a creepy word. It's a creepy word, but it's a word that, sometimes it fits.
So why up here for you?
Well, as a halfling, the world is always very large. I'm always looking up on it. This time, well, I should have said peering up, but yeah, I'm always peering up on it. Let's rewind it. I'm always peering up at it, but up here, I get to look down upon it. And it is something that I rarely get to see. So up here on Troll Skull Manor, there is nothing higher than this. So I get to see it all.
Leaf takes what you said in and looks at you and says, yeah, a new perspective. I don't even remember what it's like to leave this place. I know every part, every bit of Troll Skull Manor, but I can't leave, so my perspectives have been the same for a very long time.
I think for many people, they live within their own Troll Skull Manor and their own perspectives.
Holy crap, the Troll Skull Manor of your heart?
That is correct.
Whoa.
The Troll Skull Manor of your body, of your soul.
Whoa. I think we're gonna be best friends. I think you might be. He pauses and he looks at you. You might be the one. Yeah, you might be the one. And he he concentrates on that, and he kind of says something under his breath, looks at you, and we're gonna jump back to Shaka. The basement. So, I imagine that it is very hard for you and Dude to both just get down the stairs so you can survey the room and clean it. I'm going to say that at this point, you have made it to like the bottom floor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm not going to actually,
Are there like sub basements?
so the way I see it is, there's Troll Skull Manor right here, this whole thing that has a basement.
Yes.
Connected to it is the tavern. The tavern has its own basement.
Yeah.
So it's like you travel into the tavern. How it's written in the book is they're completely separate buildings, but I've smushed them.
Yeah, smushy.
Like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe they're sub basements.
It could be.
There could
Who
be
knows?
sub-basements.
It's a weird house. So you, I'm gonna have you, before we begin, roll me 2 dexterities or 2 athletics.
Oh, does it have to be athletics? Okay.
Athletics or just a straight dexterity, whatever is
Okay.
easiest for you.
That sounds better.
Is that better? Okay.
Oh, not good.
Okay.
Oh no, that's good. All right, one is a 8, one is a 21.
Okay. So as you and Duo are trying to move, I want to say like just like a longer chair, you're able to swivel it so you get space. And so with your 21, you're able to avoid tripping over this long chair. But as your momentum carries you past it, you actually run into the corner of a chair that has been turned to its side, so the leg,
Ouch.
and you just get a 4 damage.
Ouch. Like I roll a d4, I take 4.
I already did it. Yeah, you take 4
Ouch.
damage. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh no. I don't have any band-aids for you. Are you bleeding? Let me see it.
Okay, I'm not going to show it to Duo.
Good, that's probably a good idea.
And like I'm just going to say, let's just keep on going. It's just a little scratch. Come on, let's just keep going.
And so
I'll just hold this against you forever. That's all.
what? Are you really?
Yeah, probably.
It was an accident. I didn't even do it.
Yeah. Okay. Oh no. Just a grudge. That's all.
Wow.
All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna. Well, first I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to see if I can turn this chair so that it's a little bit safer.
Yeah.
So do I have to roll for that, or can I just?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll for it.
The chair is going to kill you.
Death by chair.
Crit fail on the chair. Okay. What modifier is that? Dexterity too.
Yeah.
So notes. All right. That's a 9.
I'm gonna say that because you know the chair is there and it's a close quarter space, you're not dealing with the momentum of you jumping over a thing. You are able to successfully maneuver it away from you.
Okay. Good.
If you rolled anything under a 5, that chair would have murdered you.
Okay.
First he becomes wood. Now he's a
Right.
chair.
No,
I
it
know.
just
I thought I've mastered wood. I'm a master of wood. I guess not. So I'm just like, see, Duo, that's how it's done, man. Like you got to make sure that you can stuff things down here for sure, but you got to make sure they're a little safer so that you don't bump into them and hurt yourself.
okay. Thanks. You're really smart. I don't know if I tell you that anytime or all the time, but you're like really smart.
Oh, thanks.
And
Thanks.
he crouches and gets kind of close to you with his like snout, and he says, "You're probably the smartest one. Don't tell anyone."
Oh, well, I wouldn't say that, but I appreciate you thinking that.
Can Solis just happen to walk by and hear that?
You're like making eggs in the kitchen, and you hear.
Yeah. No, man, we're all strong in our own ways. You know, we're all good. You know, I used to play this. I'm really good at stacking furniture because I used to play this game. It's a tiefling game. Where you have these blocks, and one person basically drops them from the sky, and you kind of have to arrange them so that they all make a line.
Oh, I heard of a game like that. It's called Tent Twist.
Tieflingtress, actually.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, Tieflingtress. So, you know, you might not have heard of it, but
No,
you know,
I mean I
something.
know the name
I
of it.
thought
but
it was called Teeftris.
Teeftris.
Tieftress is the bootleg
Tieftress.
version.
Oh,
Tieflingtress
okay.
is the official version, not the Tengen version. For my video
not
game
the
heads out
Tengen
there. Not the Tengen version. This is the official version.
Yeah, y'all are smarter than me. I'm like tent tryst.
That's a different show.
Hey,
Anywho,
all I know is that Joe got it, so I'm happy. Joe totally got it.
oh gosh. Okay, I can help you do that. I'm gonna have you. I'm just making you roll a lot. I'm sorry. Roll me an investigation on the room that you're in.
Okay. All right, that is a 21.
21. So you see a lot of the furniture in this room and a lot of the objects in the room look very old. It is apparent that Duo had perhaps replaced some pieces. And as you're kind of figuring out how to stack all of this furniture together, you find like a big chest, like a large wooden. It has a gold bracings to it, and the carvings on the top of the chest appear to be like a rose thorned like figlery.
Okay. Oh, Shaka loves chess. I'm running to the chest. I'm sprinting.
Oh, Shaka, wait!
I'm sprinting to the chest for sure, and like I want to see what else is going on here.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to open the chest.
Okay.
Wait, but it's like covered in rose thorn, like you said.
Well, no, it's like carved.
Oh, a
in,
design.
so
Okay.
it's designed. It's
All right.
about.
Is it like a key? Sorry, good.
Yeah, it looks like it is. How I'm trying to figure out, like 3 feet by 3 feet. Is that a?
Okay, small
So
chest.
it's a small chest.
Okay.
But it looks like it has a. Roll me an investigation on the chest. It's going to give you too much.
All right, 19.
19. So it looks like there is a definite keyhole
Okay.
in the chest. Yeah.
Tiny key. All right. Then I'm going to. Well, first I'm going to ask Duo. Hey, Duo. Did you notice this chest while you were smashing things down here?
Oh yeah, that's a junk chest.
What does that mean?
That means I couldn't open it, so I threw it down the basement.
Okay. Did you get a set of keys when you?
Oh no,
I'm assuming you bought this place through legal means.
define legal. Nobody was here.
Like you talked to the previous owner.
and so I put a flag on the top.
Okay.
And I said it was mine.
Okay.
No, I got a deed.
Okay. Good for you, Duo.
I did.
Good for you.
I indeed got a deed.
Good for you. Okay, so well, if it's that small, I'm gonna take the chest.
Okay.
And I'm gonna kind of put it near the stairs because I want to bring it back upstairs when we leave the basement.
Okay. As you grab the chest, I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
You didn't learn anything from Peron, did you?
Everything in this house is bad.
I learned absolutely
great.
nothing from him. 8.
8. So you're able to pick up the chest. You pick up the chest, and there's something inside of you that you feel a little angry, and you don't know what that feeling is or where it's coming from. But that anger, as you're carrying it up the stairs, you start to feel, is that anger or is that jealousy? Are you jealous? And that thought is like kind of lingering in your mind.
Okay, so you just gonna. What about the rest of the basement? Are you just gonna put that upstairs or?
Leave me alone, Duo.
Wait,
I gotta open this chest by myself.
Wait, why? I try to open
Because
it.
it's mine. I found it.
Well, yeah, it's yours because you live here too and stuff. But I don't know how to open it, where the key is.
Well, you're just gonna mess things up anyway.
Why would I mess things up?
Because that's what you do.
Oh, I think
Duo kind of nods and looks at you.
I think in life I messed stuff up. In life I definitely did, but in death I'm a whole new me in death. I can't mess stuff up because I'm a ghost, and ghosts are infallible. So
I'm gonna laugh and walk away with the chest.
Okay. Cutting back to Solis.
Can Solis see or hear any of this?
Where would you be?
I thought she was still kind of communing with the ring and was happy that it would start to talk to her again.
Did you want to, because I know that's where you were, but in that time that we spent, I know that you mentioned that you would want to hear some of what was going on in the basement. Do you want to be in the kitchen?
Sure, if it means I'll be able to hear. Because I was thinking if she was like cutting back through the tavern, unless where Shaka is nowhere near where my little shop is.
There,
It's like by the kitchen.
Yeah, they're by the kitchen, and the tavern is on the other end of the.
Okay, then I'll be in the kitchen.
Okay, so I can say that you are making breakfast.
Sure.
So as you are making breakfast, you see Shaka emerge from the stairs carrying a small box.
What you got there?
Nothing.
There's a box in your hand.
It's just a box. Don't worry about it, Solis.
All right, hold on. Are you trying to sass me?
I'm not sassing you. Shaka's not laughing. I sure is laughing because that's hilarious. You sassing me?
Are you still holding the box?
Yes.
Roll me another Constitution.
Yeah, because
good in that box.
I'm still holding it because the jealousy is like making me actually hold it a little closer because I feel like people want to take it from me. So that is a 13.
13. So as your jealousy is starting to I won't say that it's growing. It is like leveling out with the 13.
But it's still
persistent, and you hear a voice that says, "Well, I'll never be a fighter like Solis. I'll never have what Solis has. All I have is this box. That's all I have about me."
Okay. Let me have this one thing, Solis. This one thing that y'all don't ask me about, please.
So it's like, good morning to you too.
And Duo is coming up from the stairs carrying what looks like just dirty blankets because Duo's trying to clean the thing. Oh yeah, I think Shaka he's having the gwumps this morning. So just don't mind his gwumps. He's just like upset. Maybe you should eat, Shaka. Have you tried eating?
No, I'm not hungry.
All right.
I just want to go to my room.
All right, hold on. This is not
Like having
you.
a tantrum.
I don't want to go to my room.
So Solis is like, okay, this is not normal at all. This is not like you.
You always have something to say about me, Solis. Just let me go to my room by myself with my box. I want to play with it.
What you do in your own time is your business.
Wow, I'm just now realizing.
It's cool. It's rolling on.
I was just asking.
I was wood for 2 weeks.
Again, what you do in your own time.
So,
I just asked you what you had. I'm good morning to you too. Because she's like really perplexed, like, hi.
And at this point, I'm trying to maneuver past them and get to the stairs.
Oh no, we're not.
To go
we're not doing
upstairs.
this because she knows something's not right.
Okay. So roll me a contested strength roll.
No. We smash a Sharif up in
Oh,
ground.
wow. Oh, geez. Who's the evil one around here? Holy crap.
3?
All right. Okay. Cool.
You can do it.
No.
You can do it.
Get a 2.
I have a 10 against yours. Great.
All right. So, in order to block his path, what do you envision are you doing? Are you curious about the box? Do you want to take the box, or are you just trying to just stop Shaka?
I'm trying to stop him, but I'm kind of like peeping at the box because I'm like, this just seems weird because I notice like how he's like mine, like he's very like precious. It's mine. So I forget, is Shaka taller than me or no? Because I'm like 5'10",
I think I'm a little taller.
I think he's a touch taller.
but I'm stronger. So
Yeah.
I basically just kind of like casually lean in a way where you can't get past me. Like, look, I just asked you what you had there. Why are you acting like this?
Acting like what?
You're being an asshole.
Why do y'all always think something's wrong with me? I get one thing, and y'all all want to take it from me.
I don't want to take it from you. I just asked you what it was.
Okay, I'm going to turn around and look for another way to go.
Okay, so you're in the doorway of the pantry room because like they caught you right in the middle of the kitchen.
Yeah.
So you notice there is a back door.
Okay, I'm going to head toward the back door.
Okay.
But clear.
I'm not running, but I'm like, I just kind of like turn around and just go straight for it.
It's brisk, baby.
Kind of like a fast walk.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I be a total jackass, and use Misty Step to get in his way.
Oh no.
Spellcasting
in the kitchen.
And then, yes.
Because I basically Misty Step and be at the door before him.
So as you're like, I need to get out. I just need this time for myself. You see the door, you race to the door, and all of a sudden pops Solis in front of you, blocking your path. And I'm actually going to jump to Cicero.
Oh,
Yeah.
Who's Cicero?
I mean, to Peron.
yeah. Jump to me too.
Yeah. Jump to you. Yeah. So during this time, where would you be in the house? Would you still be on the roof? Or?
No, so I think after the conversation with Leaf, I think that both Leaf and Peron decide that the time has come to come down. And so Peron's coming down, and I guess it is like eating time. So he is making his way down towards the kitchen area to get something, get something to eat.
As you're walking down, it's since you're on the roof, it takes you kind of like a long time to get through all of the stairs. But like as you get further in the house, like Leaf is walking with you, and you can hear his footsteps, and then his footsteps fade, and you know that as you go into the kitchen, you'd be appearing in the kitchen alone.
Right. So, there's usually, I believe 30D would be here to make something to eat, but it seems to be no one around. Well, I guess Peron is not one for manual labor, but Peron is one for cooking machinations. So I guess it is time to perform some delicacies, I guess, as it were.
So you, with this attitude of, I'm going to make the most marvelous meal for myself.
Exactly.
You walk into the kitchen and you see a chaos mess of Solis blocking the door from Shaka. Shaka frustratedly gripping this chest and muttering to himself about how it's his and how he needs to go.
What is happening here? What is going on?
I just asked him what he had, and he decided that I was trying to take his box, and I always have things to say to him. I'm very confused. Something's not right here.
Of course, Peron's here. Of course, he wants it too.
Peron just got here.
And the voice in your head says, Peron gets all of the attention, doesn't he? Everyone loves Peron.
Peron gets all the attention, doesn't he?
You don't have to repeat it.
No, I'm totally. Shaka was totally repeating it.
You're repeating it?
Yeah, I'm repeating it. Everybody loves Peron.
So quick out of character question.
Yes.
If I want to do something to Shaka, would I have to do initiative, or could I just try to take an action when it's my turn?
What are you trying to do?
Well, since I normally get 2 attacks, I wanted to do a combo of whole person and command.
Okay, I will let you do, as this conversation is happening, I'll let you do one of those actions.
Okay. I'm gonna.
And he's able to resist.
Okay, so if I do command, he has to make a wisdom saving throw of 15.
Okay. Because you are currently enchanted, though, I'm going to say that you have a modifier of 5 to your roll.
Okay.
To
Plus
resist
or
command.
minus?
Plus.
Oh yeah. So hope it's
wow.
plus. This is minus.
Yeah, it's magic against magic right now.
I pass. 19.
I didn't even roll yet.
Well, you wouldn't roll.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
just-
yeah,
the
that
wisdom
Yeah.
saving.
totally beats. That totally beats whatever command I was going to give you.
Yeah.
But as you concentrate to do command, you feel, what was your, without the modifier, what
14.
was it? 14. So you feel a reflection back, like almost like you touched a hot stove, and like the recoilness, like you felt like my spell would have worked, but there's something wrong here.
It's the box.
Well, Peron Underbow, of course, gets all of the attention because he is a performer unrivaled.
Not helping.
Shaka, what is the problem?
You.
Well,
Everyone roll me a perception.
including me.
Oof. That's a good oof. 20.
12.
12, 20, Shaka?
15.
15. So, Solis, as this is going on, you hear a small voice upstairs. It sounds like Ophelia. And you hear like the running of footsteps. So
I think pitter patter is the appropriate
the
term.
pitter patter of Ophelia's feet.
Yeah, the pitter patter.
Like a 2-year-old.
Yeah, like those big heavy.
But you hear like a definite commotion, and all of you would know that she has been, trying to retrieve her memory back, and so hanging out a lot in the library. So the fact that you hear like her from all the way up there, and then you hear like a running,
Like running toward us?
yeah. I'm gonna give you all one more action.
Okay. Who would go first? I guess is there an order?
There's not an order. Popcorn. So if you go, then you can maybe pick the next person to go.
Okay, so I hear Solis say it's the box. How heavy would you say this box is?
The box is about, let's say 20 pounds. So it's at a lot to 15 pounds.
Oh man.
So it's
too much.
It's small, but it's like weighty.
Okay, cool. I was going to use my mage hand, but it only supports 10 pounds. So okay.
I mean, you could throw it.
Oh no! I'm not throwing it. This is my baby.
Yeah.
You want me to throw my baby?
I mean, no.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess I'm just going to. Well, if she's in front of this door, this is going to be like in baseball when they're just throwing it between each other. I'm heading toward the other door now.
Wasn't Peron behind you?
Yeah, but Perrin.
Wow.
I can like step over Perrin.
Wow.
How would I want you to roll for that? Do you have anything that would help to get away to run?
Um.
Because I feel like you can't run through the back door. You can't run back downstairs. Perhaps you can run past Peron or through to the other parts of the house. Because I feel like the kitchen is like, it is not a small door for the kitchen. It's like a larger space. So you can essentially run.
Okay, I don't have anything that can help running, but I can cast Thaumaturgy.
Yes. All right.
What does that do?
So I can increase the volume of my voice. I can cause flames to flicker. I can cause harmless tremors in the ground. Or I can create a sound which originates anywhere within range. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to try to distract Peron by like making a very large booming sound that's like kind of to the back inside of him that would make him look toward and like possibly go toward that direction as well.
Okay.
So I can go right past him.
With that, because you don't have to roll anything for the spell, right?
No.
I'm going to have you, though, roll a deception to see if it tricks Peron.
Okay.
Is it a contested deception roll?
Yeah.
7. I know. I thought it was a 1-2.
Yeah, you ain't deceiving me, bruh.
I have a 15.
22.
Ooh.
Okay. So,
I don't be deceiving.
Nah, you don't be deceiving.
you make the sound, and you can tell that he is unfazed by the sound at all. Peron, what do you do?
So Peron looks at Shaka. He hears the sound. His eyebrows raise. He looks back up at Shaka, and he says, Shaka, please understand that I am not here for your puerile undulations. I'm using that word again.
You just said it was you got a good word.
Well, that was
That was a good use.
that was a good use of it. Yeah. Why would you even try that on me?
I have to try something. all y'all want to do is make my life miserable. One thing that I want to be happy with. One thing. Just can I go to my room, please? I don't want to have to move you.
You can't move me. I'm Peron Underbow. I move when I want to.
All right. So I think at this point, Shaka is very upset. And he goes and sits at the table.
Yeah.
And just kind of
clutches
collapsing on the, well, not collapsing, but like clutching the box and just like is fuming.
Okay, Solis, what are you doing?
Since Shaka moved away from me,
Yeah.
I'm going to try command again. Does he still have a +5?
Because of the box.
All right, so
Oh, 10.
oh, that did not make it,
Held
sir.
it.
10. So, what does your spell look like?
So I walk over and just gently touch him on the shoulder. Release. So he has to let go of the box.
Okay. So you feel this, it almost feels like a tug of war, like a tension headache. And you are compelled to just drop your arms.
Yeah.
But you're sitting, right?
Yeah.
So as you release, the box falls into your lap and topples onto the floor.
Okay.
And as soon as it hits the floor, Ophelia, who had been running down the stairs,
Okay.
bursts into the kitchen and says, "I figured something out. What is happening here?"
Do I still feel the same levels of stuff? Because if I do, I'm diving on this box.
You roll me another Constitution.
Okay. That's 15, so yeah, so that passes.
Yeah, you feel as soon as the box leaves your arms, it feels like you are hit with a wave of relief.
Oh, wait, hold on. No, sorry, that's a 12. That's a Constitution save. I was thinking of the wisdom thing.
Oh,
no, that's
okay.
a 12. Yeah, sorry. Not a 15.
But because you're not touching the box,
Okay.
I'm going to say that it's still, you feel released
Okay,
from
all right,
the,
good. All right.
the enchantment. And so, yeah, Ophelia bursts into the room, stares at everyone, and goes, "What is happening right now?"
Stay there.
Okay.
That box.
This box.
Don't touch it.
No, I know what it is.
What is it?
So, I was cross-referencing parts of my journal to the book that Peron let me borrow, the Time and Life of Edwin Clark.
Yes.
Right? So Edwin was one of the people who he traveled to the celestial realm. He was one of the first people, and he stole 4 items. And his whole dream for himself was to go to both the celestial and to Avernus. He succeeded, but these items that he found, they're relics. They have this power of corruption in them because he brought them, these pure celestial items. He brought them to Avernus, and they're hidden in this house. And I think that might be one of them. I think I'm fuzzy on this part. But I think if we destroy these 4 relics, it might sever the link between this house and Avernus. I read a book. I cross-referenced it with it. It's called Sender Shard, and it has a mention of this corruption and how objects can be turned so vile or evil or even activated once they touch Avernus. And this box might be something very bad.
Oh, it's bad.
I've moved away from the box at this point, by the way.
So as long as you're not in physical contact with the box, it won't corrupt you? Or is it proximity to the box?
I don't know. From my understanding, the relics as they exist, some of them are physical items, but some of them are corrupted beyond physical. If I'm understanding it correctly, some might have the power to transport you or anyone and you have to complete a task, perhaps. But this, I don't know if we burn it or break it, or I don't know.
I'm going to smite it.
You're going to smite that? Okay.
You said it was in Avernus.
It is, yeah.
So I'm going to go try to find like I'm guessing a dish towel will be enough for me to touch it and not have physical. Or would that still be too?
So, what is the action you want to do?
The action I would like to do is do a thunderous smite on it,
Okay.
but I don't want to use thunder inside and lightning.
Yep.
Yeah, don't
Duo
destroy
would
the
be
kitchen,
Very
Solis.
upset. Duo would be very mad.
Breakfast is going to be ruined.
Yes. Okay. So do you want to try to move it outside first, or do you want to try to do it in here in the dining room now?
Let's take it outside so I don't set everything on fire.
Okay. So how would you all like to move this box?
Is there anybody else that has mage hand? Do you guys have mage hand?
No.
Oh man, because if we use 2 of them, we could carry it. Let me go.
Peron has an unseen servant, but he
Can unseen
doesn't.
servant grab 20 pounds or, 50, or
does
15
not
pounds?
say how much weight. Let's see. As I look on D&D Beyond.
Oh wait, hold on. I forgot one of my new spells. I have levitate.
Ooh.
One creature or loose object of your choice that you can see rises. Oh wait, but it just rises. I'd still have to move it.
So if Unseen Servant can pick it up, that would be the perfect solution.
Yes. It does not say in D&D Beyond that you can have 2 if you use the code Rivals19.
Yeah.
Except for bundles. It does not say how much weight Unseen Servant.
So what if, just if this is what you guys want to do, if you levitated it, could Unseen Servant push it?
Yes.
I think so.
Yes.
I think that's the plan.
Cool.
We'll do some cooperation.
Okay.
Unseen Servant.
All right, so I'm going to levitate it. It's a cantrip. I was about to say Leviosa, but because we are not in that universe, and I don't have a wand, I just how would I cast this? I just look at it and like I say, arise.
Yes.
up.
From your grave.
And as
Yeah,
you say that,
actually, that's good. Wise from your grave.
Rise from your grave.
and as you gesture with your hands and concentrate, it shakes, and then it starts floating up to probably like chest level, you would say?
Yeah, like the height of Unseen Servant, which I imagine is like not that much taller than you.
Well, no, I think Unseen
You think
Servant
so?
is,
Taller
yeah,
than-
Unseen Servant
okay.
is like a human.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
That's what Peron would use them
Yeah.
for, is like grabbing pots and pans.
a good point.
Yeah.
It's like having a tall
Yeah,
spouse.
absolutely.
Great. Lovely.
Yes.
Get that. Thank you.
Get that box of cereal on top of the fridge.
And so I'm going to say that Unseen Servant, who, just pushes the box. So pushing this box outside and navigating it, you set it in the grass, on the grass in the backyard. Solis, you ready your smite. Did you want to do a thunderous smite or a regular smite?
Thunderous Smite.
Cool. Go ahead and roll for me.
So is it just my regular damage, my regular attack roll?
Yeah.
That is a 19. I hope a 19 hits a box.
Yep, it sure does.
Could be a tough box.
You never know.
Magical box. Yeah. Oh, I love hearing all that.
So 11,
No, we've been together such a
15.
long time.
15, and it,
a
well, I don't know if it counts because it's
long
not really a creature, but it's also not supposed to be pushed 10 feet away and knocked prone, but it's a box.
Okay.
But that is 15 points of damage on the.
It's
So
Christmas.
as the
Is open wide.
what does your thunderous smite look like?
Imagine almost like a She-Ra kind of moment,
Great. Yes.
where like she holds her sword up, and just it gets dark around her, and just lightning just comes down and hits the blade of the sword perfectly.
Oh, nice.
Before she just like goes in for like just the hard hit.
That's pretty cool.
So
Like it.
as you, the lightning fills your sword, you throw it at the box. The box, hit with the lightning, cracks, and you hear a slow, like a rumbling from the box. And I'm gonna need everyone to roll me an initiative.
Ooh.
Dang nabbit.
The box is knocked prone.
11.
Oh God, what is my? I always forget what my modifier
All right,
is.
I have 11 as well, and I have a 3 plus 3 dexterity.
Yeah, I go first.
Okay.
So it's
I've got a
Peron.
22.
So Solis.
Well, yeah, I go before Shaka.
Lisa's on the ball.
Okay.
I have a high.
So,
plus.
as this box is knocked, and from it you see a wispy, a dark green smoke, almost like tendril-like, start creeping out of the box, and it cracks entirely, and a large, looks like a rose monster is in the plant, or it's coming out of the box. So it's starting to take its leafed arm and it's raising up, and it looks like so it's a rose monster, but it has like a Venus flytrap vibe to it. So like the
So like the petals are like a mouth. Mm-hmm. Ah,
Yeah.
nice.
Oh dear.
Nice.
Oh, this is like the inscription on the
Right.
front.
Now,
this is like the inscription on the front. Yep, sure.
now,
Shaka knowledge. Okay.
so I have a question about these leafy arms.
Mm-hmm.
Are the leafy arms like I don't know what group that is, but is it like every rose? Do those leafy arms have thorns?
Every rose has its thorns. Yeah. And sings a sad song.
Yeah.
It actually screeches. It's like almost like the sound of the grow. Like it's just like "Rah," as it's just like
I love
out of
that
the
sound
chest.
is returned.
Yes.
yeah. If any chance I get
That's a great
to
sound.
make a raptor sound,
It's a great
I'm
sound.
gonna take it. So Solis, you're the first person who gets the jump on. Ooh, I didn't actually roll for them. Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So what do you do?
She's like, damn it. I didn't even have breakfast yet.
I know it's so early.
I gotta have coffee. So she's already got Thunder Smite out there. She's just gonna do her 2 attacks and go for it.
Cool.
Dice, please don't fail me. People stop texting me. I'm in combat. So that is a 20 and 24.
Both hit.
All right.
It's that Geico commercial with the spy on the rooftop. And his mom calls him while he's fighting. It's Solis.
All right. So first damage is 17 on the first damage.
Okay.
12, 6, 18 on the other damage.
18. Okay. Perfect. So, what does your damage look like as it attacks the rose monster?
So like as the lightning kind of hits it along with her strikes, it singes petals and they start, not the main part of it,
Right.
but like you see scorch marks along the little leafy arms, and it almost like it got burned. It's like
Kind of like it just reminded me of Pokemon a little bit. Like right when like
Bulbasaur attack.
yeah.
So if I had like Pikachu in my pocket,
Yes.
so it's like, but it's singed and there's like parts smoking because it was just like all the parts that are more leaf than part of this creature just like singed off, and now it's kind of smoky.
Yes. Okay. And it thrashes around haphazardly and knocks the rest of the chest to the side as it's still emerging. Peron.
Yes. Peron looks at this rose monster and he says, You knew that a rose is supposed to smell, well, nice, but you smell perfectly unpleasant. And he casts Ray of Sickness upon it, and take this poison and enjoy. And the rose monster now has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. And of
16.
okay, they failed.
The rose then takes. Oh, wait a minute. What did I cast this at? It is 3d8 of damage. So 12, 16, 24 points
Jeez,
of
Louise.
damage.
So between like 34 and 25.
Yeah, so far go.
Sorry, Rosie.
There's no apologies here.
So what does the ray of sickness look like?
It is a greenish poison that actually shoots from. So like Peron, he comes from like his side.
I'm sorry, but it's a poison.
It's a green poison.
So does it afflict poison damage?
It does afflict poison damage.
This person is has a resistance to poison.
Resistance to poison, so half damage.
It's half, yeah. So 12.
12 damage. Yes.
You used poison, it was not super effective.
But still, what does it look like?
So Peron he comes from like the side of his hips with his fingers, and with his fingers extended, the sickly green energy comes out of his fingers and just shoots out at his fingers at the rose monster.
Nice. And it recoils, and some of its petals again begin to shrivel and fall off of its body. Shaka, what do you do?
First, I'm really amazed by what they do.
like, oh my gosh.
I'm like, do I have anything that powerful? And I'm gonna cast a wall of light. And I guess I'll describe it if it works. So you have to make a con save of 16.
Con save of 16. Okay. A fail.
Okay, so I create a shimmering wall of bright light, and I can create it anywhere I want. So I'm going to create it right directly in front of the creature. On a failed save, the creature takes 4d8 radiant damage and is blinded for 1 minute.
4d8 radiant damage.
Yes.
Okay.
So I was just going to roll this twice, but yeah, I'll take one, I guess.
And it's blinded?
Just so I can hear it.
Blinded by the light.
I'm gonna say it doesn't really have eyes.
Okay. All right. So it's not blinded, but it like.
But it's just, yeah.
It's just feeling bad. All right. So we got 15, 19, 23.
23. Okay. Yes. It is looking pretty worse for wear.
This rate is not even going to get an attack.
Yeah. So it is hit with that radiant damage. It's still smoldering from lightning damage. It's still shriveling under sickness, and it raises its two gnashing arms and moves to the closest one, Solis.
I hope it has a good AC.
Does a 19 hit?
No, it does not.
Okay. It takes its gnashing, gnawing hand and it throws it at you, and it just misses it. Like
I feel the whiff.
you feel the whiff, and it goes into the ground under you, because since you notice that it doesn't have eyes, it's sort of going off of like another type of sense. And it takes its other arm and goes for who is on that side? Probably.
I mean, I'm still the closest.
Right, but I'm thinking like if it's there, if like it's one arm, if there's someone on this side, I think it might be Peron.
Sure.
So it reaches its other arm out. Gosh, does a 10 hit you?
It does not.
Yeah. Okay.
I was gonna say, if a 10 hit you should have been dead by now.
Yeah, I was like, I hope Duo's not in the way.
Yeah. So it's
We killed him once.
It's completely disoriented. It throws its other arm to your side and just gets the dirt next to you. I also rolled for Duo and Ophelia, who are seeing this scene. Duo, who does not want this thing mucking up his Scarebnb. He's so worried about his rating score right now. He is running and towards the plant monster carrying a small torch.
Whoa.
He wants to light it on fire.
Whoa.
He's gonna burn down the Scarebnb.
Well, he's trying to burn down the plant.
This
in the
is Duo
yard.
we're talking here.
The worst accidents happen at home.
Oh my gosh, Duo. That's kind of amazing. Yeah, so Duo rolled a... God, I don't even know what a modifier to add for this. I would say he rolled a 15.
Okay.
Which isn't too bad for Duo.
not
That's
too
pretty
bad.
good.
Yeah.
So he runs, sprints towards this plant monster and looks at it and just stabs this torch right into like the side root area of the monster, and it begins to just light it on fire and causes 4d6 damage because I doubled it. It is a weakness.
Oh, fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
Wow.
Of course Duo knew that.
Yeah. Well, Duo just wanted to burn something.
Oh, no. He's
Yeah.
Duo's a master strategist. He totally knew that.
And that is Duo's turn. Ophelia, sensing that Duo was onto something, also does not get close, is a very far away fighter. But she takes she loads an arrow. Yeah, let's say that. 1 second. Let me just
an arrow.
pull her character sheet up real quick because she has one of those. Bop, bop, bop. 1 second.
She took one of Ashbourne's.
I mean, she
Ashbourne's,
truly might have just
Ashbourne's
grabbed.
longbow.
Yeah,
Just stole
the
it.
nearest longbow, the nearest way she can launch something, lights it on fire, and tosses it or shoots it. You don't toss an arrow. That's not how you shoot an arrow.
But Knock Knock does.
I mean, knock knock does. And hits for she rolled a 19
Ooh.
and hits for 6 damage. So she readies her arrow. She's sort of remembering how to shoot it as she's doing it. It's all instinct for her. She aims and shoots one of the hands of the monster. And it recoils in pain for 8 damage. Oh my God. And it is like, it looks like, in Knockout, the game when things are kind of like
Yeah.
swaying. That's what it's doing right now. Solis, it is your turn.
Oh my God, please let me finish this thing off. I've still got, this will be the last time I can smite though.
Okay.
So a 15 and a 20.
The 20 hits.
Oh, the 15 doesn't
The
hit
15 hits too. Yeah, because I think that's what it was last time.
So first damage.
Yes, that's what I wrote down.
I was like, wait a second, a 15 doesn't hit this almost.
It
dead
does. It
plant.
does.
So 5, 7, 8, and then the next damage is 9, 5, 14.
14
So
damage.
22 total.
22 total. As
your smite, which go ahead and describe what your smite looks like. Is it the same thunderous smite from before?
Oh, it's more because now she's just annoyed. She hasn't had breakfast.
Yes.
She had to fight a plant first thing in the morning.
So I want to say that not only are you giving like Shira vibes, you're also giving like storm vibes right now. So your eyes turn bright white as your body is imbued with this lightning damage.
Yes.
And you run and do one of those
Like giant.
yeah,
arcing.
like those arcing slashes. You slam down on this the plant monster through the rose, and the fire and the lightning intermingle, and it just splits in half.
Oh, wow. It's like Thor.
Yeah,
It's like when Thor had enough on the Rainbow Bridge.
yes.
You want me to put the hammer down?
And as it splits in half, it's like shrieking, high-pitched, howling cries from its gnawing mouth fills the air, and from the center point of it, you see a small, it looks like a hand mirror, like kind of a shining hand mirror glittering that now rests onto the carcass of the plant.
I'm shattering that mirror. Nothing good can come of it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Carcass.
Yeah. You're gonna use that word, right?
So I just like heel stomp. It's just like, no, not today, Satan.
So I'm gonna say that you were in your follow through. You just heel stomped it, and it's another like like a shaking starts to happen, and you feel the ground kind of shift beneath your feet. And as you all look to the house, you it almost looks like it a ripple of light goes through the house, like I don't know how to describe this right, but you see the house and it's like a spotlight almost is shined across the house, and then it goes dim.
Okay. Like a light from like the heavens, kind of from above, or like horizontal.
This light
So
would be
it looks
from
like
above.
the house itself emitted its own light.
Okay, all right. I
And
see.
the light ripples through.
No, I was thinking because these were originally like celestial items that there was like a light. But, okay, got it.
Yeah. So everything feels very still and quiet for a moment as the withering plant it starts to almost turn back into mulch. It starts to, very similar to when it was hit with the ray of sickness. It is shriveling and turning into this mud, and the box that held it itself is now just splintered pieces of wood. Ophelia, from the house, because she definitely did not want to get close to any of this mess, runs up to Solis, looks at her and says, I think you got one. End of adventure.
Oh my God.
Sweet.
That was a lot.
Damn hand mirrors.
Yes.
Hand mirrors. Because it was jealousy.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
Ready.
Anyone that carries a hand mirror is jealous. Is what you're saying?
I mean, enchanted
person.
ones.
Anyone that uses a mirror is jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. And I like. I feel like I haven't had a lot of chances to like play different emotions like that, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
To be like a jealous, angry person.
Solis is so
For a
going to
little
give you a
bit.
talking to.
Duo's feelings are a little hurt.
A little.
Duo, but he ran in there with that torch. I was
He did. He was just like, not today.
like, Duo, you like you believe you're dead, so you know how easy it is for you to die. so.
That's why Duo's fearless right now. He
Yeah.
thinks that he's already died. So what is to be afraid of?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so I guess we save time.
Yes.
Yes.
At the end of our adventure for questions as our characters. So if you're in the chat right now here on twitch.tv/DND, just go ahead and put questions in the chat for any of the characters playing, including the NPCs.
Yeah. That was very fun.
Yay, I'm so glad.
I got to smite something.
You got to smite it like a lot.
A lot.
Which is dope.
Yeah.
I'm very glad that we got this box outside. I can't
Yeah.
imagine this plant ravaging through.
Question for Shaka.
Ravaging through. Question for Shaka: are you going to apologize to Duo? Oh, absolutely, for sure. Because I can imagine that I would. When the spirit leaves me, I would have known what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I knew what I was doing, I just couldn't control it. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna apologize to Duo. That was straight from the box. That was not. Well, actually,
Are you sure?
I mean, we could play it though. That it was more magnifying something that was already there.
Yeah, however you want to play it.
Yeah. I actually think it's more interesting if it does but I'm still going to apologize. So
Yeah. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting thing about jealousy, right? Because everyone, no matter who
everyone
you
has a
are,
little bit, yeah.
experiences jealousy to some degree. But what happens when that normal ping of okay, is now magnified to 10?
yeah,
So
yeah. So I'm going to apologize, but like that doesn't mean that I've like completely cured of it. I guess that
Yeah.
it's not there anymore.
right. Question for Peron: how powerful do you think you are?
Well,
Who do you think you are?
Peron Underbow doesn't experience things like power. Peron just does. And that's how powerful Peron Underbow is.
Tight.
My third eye's open.
Yes.
Yeah, you've been dropping these somewhat profound.
Yeah, they're really profound. I'm like shaken to my core.
Profound utterances.
Yes,
Yeah,
profound utterances.
you were definitely like. I can't. Well, I don't. I might be able to say it, but you're like the magical person of color that are in some movies that just exist just to say something.
So guys, I
say something.
right, goofy
I mean,
tangent.
did you mean magical Negro trope?
Yes. So
Yes.
I just watched. I bought the DC Universe. I got the DC Universe streaming app and watched the unaired pilot for the Aquaman show from 2006, starring Justin Hartley, who went on to become Green Arrow in Smallville. So in that in the pilot, Lou Diamond Phillips is his dad, but Ving Rhames literally plays the magical Negro
Really?
on the show. He is an Atlantean who has come to Earth to watch over AC Aquaman.
Yeah.
And knows everything about everything and knows how to kill the big bads.
Cool.
Wow,
Yes,
wow.
he is
He's just
literally
that
the
trope.
magical Negro.
Question
For Solis.
For Solis.
Oh dear.
How mad are you going to be with Shaka after that stunt?
Oh, it's going to depend on if Shaka apologizes. Because notice, Shaka only mentioned apologizing to Duo.
That's true. I did only mention that.
And if there's an apology and how there's an apology, although she does know it's the box, it was still like, what did I do to you? I just like showed up and asked you what you had.
You were just like,
Yeah, exactly.
time for breakfast.
You were just like, hey, it's like, get away from me.
You're taking my bit. How dare you?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking of it as being a bit of a tantrum.
Yeah.
Oh, that was incredibly
Yeah,
tantrums.
it was. I was channeling young baby brother, 10-year-old Sharif.
Yes.
Oh, wow. So,
Are you baby brother?
Yeah,
Aw.
yeah. I have an older brother.
But Selisa's anger, I think, will also ping a talking to from her ring. I can see how.
Yes.
Although we should keep an eye on time because High Rollers follows immediately after us.
Yes.
Oh, that's fine. We
I just wanted a meal.
yeah.
Question for the group. In character, of course. Is anyone looking after Gary T with Rin absent, or did Rin take him?
So
hope he took it.
in my mind, Rin. That's why Rin decided to go with Robbie, because he wanted to show Gary to the world. Because it was just outside of Waterdeep, and he was
I
like,
can show you the world.
Definitely in character.
yeah.
For,
But
Rin, for sure.
Because he's like taking on this like tiger mom type of like parental like structure. So I'm like, he wants his son to have a well-rounded education.
Okay.
That's
Nice. Gary Chu's going to be playing piano.
Yeah,
and,
playing piano or violin. Oh no, it's me, my life. Anyway.
We're gonna get a content strike on this episode.
Well, no, they were different lyrics. So
very good.
So out of character slightly, I was having great fun torturing the chat with what I was going to do to Gary too. You all were wrapped up in what you're doing. I was watching the chat. And people were like, "What about Gary too?" And I was like, "I'll take care of him and put a plate and a fork." You know? It's like, but Duo could make you tacos, and I was like, "Frog tacos."
Question for Leaf.
Ren will not be happy.
Leaf, what do you do for fun?
Oh yeah, I love microbrewing, like making my own beers. It's my favorite. I'm writing this book actually. Yeah, different hops, different types of herbs. I actually made a watermelon beer. I know. Yeah, it's my favorite.
Okay.
He's just like, Leaf is my ideal version of a dad. He is a dad that I want. Into weird stuff.
Yeah.
Daddy Leaf.
Oh gosh.
Daddy Leaf.
All right.
Lord.
Cool.
That's pretty fun.
So Cardicus, hi, nice to see you all, but we still have a few minutes, and that's a little rude. So we're glad to see you all. We hope High Rollers has a great show, but that's just a little rude as we finish
Well,
up.
welcome, High Rollers.
High
Yeah,
Rollers.
welcome, High Rollers.
What was Foxborn
So
Doing, yeah.
during this time?
yes.
Come up
So
with a name.
I've been calling her Cash.
Cash. Yeah.
Cash, because it's
Foxborn
better
or
for my
okay.
Foxborn or
Chash.
Chash.
Yeah. Which
Yeah,
one?
either is fine. So yeah, as you guys are doing stuff, she's also doing stuff. She's been trying to human so hard. So there was a tiny scene last episode where she was sitting at the table,
Trying to sit in a seat.
So that's all she's been doing while you guys are having this adventure. She's like, well, it's time to use this fork. Like, with her paws, because she doesn't have thumbs anymore. Yeah. And she's sort of conflicted internally with both her fox instinct and who she is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So if ever you check in, she's going to be humaning.
All right. Well,
I always forget to. I've been forgetting to ask as Shaka what she's up to, but.
Well, it's kind of fun with a rotating DM to figure out what to do with your character when you're not with them, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm just having a blast.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. And you're doing a great job. So, yeah.
Question for Ophelia. Do you think your life was before... Wait.
What do you think your life was before losing her memory at this moment?
I think that before I lost my memory, I think that I was a scholar. Yeah, I think I know that I studied at Blackstaff Tower, and I know that it was with Valdra. The items in my bag, though, they kind of bring me to pause. I don't know what type of person I was, and I hope I was a good person. I feel like I was, but why this house? I still don't know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Ophelia came from the eastern block of Blackstaff Tower.
She did.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. I want to, well, Shaka and me, really curious to know, considering what our characters know about Vajra's morally questionable line of wanting to defend Waterdeep. Be really curious to see if Ophelia is privy to that, given that she works with her.
We'll just wait and see.
Yeah, because like I can see Vajra like, hey, you go to that house, sure.
Yeah, right? You're just not giving her all the info. Gosh.
Come back with a quick report.
All right, so let's close out and do our exit and introduce ourselves again, who we play, and where you can find us on the internet.
Sure. So I'm Sharif Jackson. I play Shaka, your tiefling warlock, no longer upset and jealous. You can find all my stuff at sharifjackson.com, SHAREEF Jackson.com. There's a My Projects link on the top, and that will show you all the stuff that I am currently doing. And thank you to Cicero for doing a great job at giving my stuff last time.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I try hard. Yeah. I love you guys.
I'm Tanya DePass. I am your grumpy paladin every week. Next thing you can see me at is BlurredCon in a couple weeks in DC. I'm on a couple panels and I'll be running around. Then I'll be at Gen Con, the Smithsonian American Art Museum, giving a keynote, PAX, and I'll never be home again, basically. You can find me online everywhere as Cypheroftyr, CYPHEROFTYR. That's everywhere, Twitch, Twitter, all the places on the internet.
Oh yeah, my turn. Sorry, guys. Hey guys. I am Cicero Holmes. You can find me on the internet or all your social media platforms, either as Cicero Holmes or as Stubby Stan, where you can find all the crazy things that I'm doing right now. I think that if you check the Incomparable podcast by 5x5, I'm all over there right now. So there's me uttering nonsense, utter nonsense. So go ahead and check that stuff out. If you want to see me in person when I'm not walking around the Chicagoland area like a buffoon, I will be at Gen Con.
Yay!
I will be at my first Gen Con. So please see me, say hello, give me a hug or ask for a hug. I'll usually grant it. So, and I'm a really good hugger, guys. So I'm super excited and hope to see you guys in a month.
And I'm Serena Marie. I'm your DM for this season. For people just tuning in, we do rotating DMs, so that's the artwork. You can find me on Twitter at SerenaXMarie, or I will also be at Gen Con doing a live show with my other podcast, The Dungeon Rats. We're still doing that live show. I'm very excited. That's it, you guys. Also,
I guess we should, before we leave, there are two members that are not here.
Yes.
One is Brandon Stennis. You can find him on Twitter at IamBrandonTV. He does a lot of stuff, so make sure you check his stuff out. And the other person is Carlos Luna, who is at Carlos Crits on Twitter. He is also on this channel on Wednesdays, twitch.tv/DND, playing Jace Bellerin Must Die, where he tries to kill Jace Bellerin. And they haven't succeeded yet. But they're doing it right.
Soon he'll die, probably.
Yes. And you're right, Brandon is super sweet. So make sure you check him out at Carlos Crits and right here on twitch.tv/DND on Wednesdays.
Great. Well, that's it for our show tonight or today. Okay, bye everyone. Enjoy High Rollers.
Bye.
Bye.